Welcome to Israel News. Glad to be back in front of you. I always got to adjust this thing, man. I tell you, move around. All right, glad to have you back. We're going to talk about finance and identify the different classes of finance. So I'm going to revise some meanings. Going to throw some stuff out at you, but please let me back up and say this. Again, that's the things I'm going to say not going to make sense. Go on. I might mispronounce a word. Go on. One time I did a report and I had it edited and everything. It was a 100 words report. 100 words in this report I done. Found 12 people, gave it to 12 people and said, hey, tell me what you think about this. 10 of the people came back to me and out of the 100 words, I misspelled one word intentionally. Misspelled one word. 10 of the individuals, all they did was highlighted the misspelled word. They had nothing else to say about the report. They didn't tell me what they thought about it, the subject, the content, what it meant, the volume of it, the value of it, nothing. Out of 12 people, 10 of them highlighted and brought to my attention that one misspelled word out of 100 words. And this is just a proven fact that our society is negative. We taught to embrace negativism. We celebrate negative things in this country. We do it we'll celebrate 9/11, Sandy Hook shooting, Aurora shooting. We will celebrate that. We will celebrate the Central High, Arkansas 5. We will celebrate negative things in this country. We'll put up a memorial for you to remember the negative things in this country. We won't tell you nothing positive. Many of us never heard of Sandy Hook School until the shooting. Many of us never heard of Aurora Theater until the shooting. We haven't. But yet we will celebrate negative things. So the government and corporation celebrate negative things. They teach you and educate you on how to embrace negativism. So it's understandable that we live in a very negative society. Two major components in advertising, sex and violence. So we're taught that every single day to remember, to embrace, to celebrate negative things in this country. Like there's nothing positive about the Sandy Hook School prior to the shooting. That's nothing positive. And you won't hear nothing positive. There's nothing positive about Aurora Theater until you heard about the shooting. We will celebrate. We won't find something positive about this place. It's a business, generating revenue. The school, who named what people have graduated and went on to become great leaders in this country from Sandy Hook School? No or don't know. So anyway, I'm getting into another Israel news. So let me cut that off and get into my primary focus point, and that is finance. There's three classes of finance. And three classes we talk: low income, middle income, and high income. Then I'm going to revive some meanings, so go along with me with these meanings because they're going to be a little different than what you've traditionally taught. There's another income I like to add to the three common known income, and that is no income. And what I mean by no income, these are individuals such as don't have a job, but yet they somehow generate income. It'd be the same as one that stands on the corner with a sign, please help, I'm homeless, etc., etc. And you pull up, you give them money. Now, blessed is the cheerful giver. One of my favorite stories, favorite verses is, blessed is he that gives. And if you're not going to give, go on. Keep your negative comments to yourself, your judgmental comments to yourself. If you're going to give. If not, go on. Keep your mouth closed. Whew, yeah, negative society. So this is a class of people that's no more than someone who have children, don't have a job, but yet the government, taxpayer, assist them, aid them because of the children, and they don't have a job, but yet they receive an income. You are in the no income status because you're not doing anything to generate income from labor, trade, investment, or trading service. You simply just receive income from taxpayers. It's no different than someone who's standing on the corner because they don't have kids. You do have kids, but neither one of you have a job. Neither when you're doing anything to generate revenue. So you're waiting on someone to give it to you so you can use it to your benefit yourself. Okay? So whatever income come in is determined by those who've given it to you, whether it be taxpayer, the federal government, the state government, doesn't matter. Section 8, Section 12, they subsidize your utility, they subsidize your rent. Don't matter. Okay? You are in a no income bracket because you're not doing anything to generate income. Okay? Having children, whether you impregnate someone or give birth to a child, you don't have a job, so you're not generating income. You are in the no income bracket, so I'm not talking about you. Low income. You can always identify low income people. Low income people always buy stuff, no matter what. You go into their home, you can't even see their walls because there's stuff. You can't even walk between the coffee table and the couch, there's stuff. You open their closet, you got to stand back because it's full with stuff. They can't even get the car in the garage. They paid for this home with a 2-car garage, and they can't get the car in there because they got stuff. Poor income, low income, fixed income buys a lot of stuff. What they buy from the dollar store, the flea market, discount store, secondhand store, garage sale. They would get up 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and go buy stuff that is on sale. Don't really use it. Some of them still got the price tags on it and it's 3, 4 years old. Okay? They just got a lot of stuff. These are the individuals that struggle with low income and fixed income. You can always tell them, have a sale 1 o'clock in the morning and see who's there. Everyone that shows up there 1 o'clock in the morning to buy something on sale, these individuals struggle financially every single day of their life. These are low income, fixed income individuals, not the ones no income. Middle income, different bracket. You can always identify these people as well. Remember, everything I talk about is a percentage. So everything you deal with in this society is a percentage because we have not communicated with everyone. We have not talked to or interviewed everyone. So we take a percentage from behavior and we put that out there. So it's based upon a percentage. Middle income is those people who don't buy a lot of stuff. They buy a lot of expensive things. Middle income. And they will brag about it. They would brag about their timeshare, where they went on vacation, they just bought a new car. You'll find out that these individual income is not enough to cover the expensive things they buy. But they always want you to know about the expensive things they just purchased. You can walk in their home. They got the 62-inch screen TV. They got the new car, the Range Rover, or the what the other one name is? Land Rover, excuse me. They have the expensive cars. There's the timeshare, the vacations, and they want you to know where they went on their vacation, and they flown first class, and they just simply highlight all the things that money will buy for them. And they are in debt. They are in debt because their income don't cover the amount of debt they have accumulated from buying expensive things, and they are a 6-figure income, and yet they are deep in debt. So you can always identify the middle class people, percentage-wise, because they buy expensive things and they brag about it, they talk about it, they make sure you know about it. And they are just as much in debt as the low-income people. Rich people, you can identify them. Now, I'm not talking about rich people who just signed a new contract and they got millions of dollars, just won the lottery, they got millions of dollars. I'm not talking about that class of rich people. I'm talking about the rich people who are learning to manage money, invest money, market sharing, learning to create ideas to generate revenue from the middle class and the fixed income. They have learned to take a little and turn it into a lot. One of my favorite stories is that the man gave 5 talent, 3 talent, and 1 talent, and the one that he gave the 5 and the 3, they went out and invest made more money. They learned how to produce revenue and took the 5 and 3 talent, put it aside in the principal holding, and took the profit from the 3 and 5 talent and generated more revenue. Now the one with the 1 revenue took it and just buried it and hid it. Probably standing in line 3 o'clock in the morning waiting on to buy something going on sale. All right? And that one was very unwise. The one with the 1 talent did not invest, didn't educate, didn't find a way to make a profit from that little revenue that he or she had generated. Low income, middle income. Don't look for profit. They simply buy things. One buys stuff, one buys expensive things. Don't generate profit. They simply spend. The rich, okay, again, not the one that signed a new contract or got a lotto ticket or something or won the lottery. I'm talking about individuals that learn how to generate revenue from their mind, from product, service, or trade, or the ability to do something. This is the rich I'm talking about. And they're always going to be rich because you can identify them because they're always going to be generating ideas how to get the middle class and the poor to buy. Always. They're working night and day to come up with some new idea for you, the middle and the poor, middle and the fixed income, to invest in. Okay? They know that. And this is the rich. You can always identify them because they are the one who's going to come up with the ideas, and they're paid the 6-figure, 8-figure income to keep coming up with ideas to get the middle and the poor to keep them wealthy. So keep that in mind. All right, a quick summary here, okay? No income is people who don't have a job, not trying to get a job, not working on a job, but somehow they receive revenue. Same as the people on the bridge. Tax-free income. End of the year, they get the big income tax checks back, and they brag about it, and they don't have jobs. They don't have jobs. They got assisted, and they will brag about it now that they're being subsidized, or they only pay so much for rent. They're on Section 12, Section 24, and they brag about it now. It's nothing to be ashamed of now in today's society. This is no income. Fixed income, low income, the people who buy a lot of stuff. You can always tell. You can look in their car. They got a lot of stuff. They got all the rims and the flashing lights and everything on a car. And they struggle financially. They just never have enough, no matter what. You can give them $20 million and it still won't be enough. It won't be. They can become rich tomorrow, and in 3 to 5 years they'll be broke because they're gonna go out and buy a lot of stuff, from rag to riches, and then from riches back to rag, because they went out and bought a lot of stuff, new homes, $3 million homes, and $8 million cars, and they buy all of this stuff. You can't get in their home. They bought a $4 million marble floor and all this stuff. And it depreciated in value so fast that when they find themselves in financial ruins, now they want to sell these things. They don't get half the value of what they paid for it. These are poor people. They have a lot of stuff. Middle class buy a lot of expensive things, and they brag about it. They continue to buy, continue to put it on their credit cards, continue to charge things, continue to just buy things, and they'll give things away. See, poor people, fixed income, don't give things away. Middle class will give things away, and they continue to buy more expensive things as they give things away. And they are in debt because their income can't keep up with what they keep buying. Rich people, ones who learn how to be creative with their spending, learning how to take something, make money off of it, take the principal investment, put it aside, take the profit, and generate more revenue from the profit. These are rich people, and these people will always remain rich. So I hope this makes sense to you. To some of you, it's common knowledge. Some of you, it's not. But think about it. If you're in one of these classes, 4 classes, no income, low income, middle income, and rich, high income. If you're where you want to be, fine. If you find yourself there and you don't want to be, change it. You can change who you are through your thinking and communication. I say so often, situations don't change people. They just change the way they think. You can have death or tragedy. You get bad news regarding your health. You're not going to change. You're still going to do the same thing. It's just going to change the way you think. If you don't change your communication, you're not going to change your thinking. And if you don't change your thinking, you're not going to change behavior. Changing the way you think don't change your behavior. You have to go out and find people and where you want to be and communicate with them. Create a new language. That means changing the people who you're talking to. So keep in mind, situations don't change people, just change the way they think, percentage-wise. The way to change who you are and what you're doing, you must change your language. You must change who you're communicating to and what you're communicating. If you don't change your language, you're not going to change the way you think. And if you don't change the way you think, you're not going to change your behavior. So if you fall in one of these classes and you don't want to be there, of course, the rich class, you want to be there. Remember, again, for those individuals who get a lottery ticket or sign this big contract and now you're a millionaire, don't take broke people with you to the top. Educate yourself. Find people that is educated. They always want to use the guilt trip where you kicked it to the curb. When you didn't have nothing, you hung out with us. We were your friend. Because they had nothing. And everybody said birds of a feather flock together. You broke, you hang out with broke people. You rich and hang out with broke people, you're going to be broke. Ask MC Hammer. He'll tell you. Surrounding himself with people who wasn't educated on how to manage money. So if you walk into or somehow inherit or gain or contract a lotto or lottery or inherit millions of dollars, before you go on your spending spree, educate yourself. Find out from people who have failed and gained. Find out from individuals who have learned how to manage themselves. If you can't manage yourself, you're not going to manage money. Understand that. You can have 5 jobs to pay off 1 bill, and 5 years later, you still got the 5 jobs and the bill. Because you don't know how to manage yourself. All right, is it real news? I'm going to do a follow-up on this. It's going to be a part 2. Don't want to keep you. All right, remember, the things you say throughout the day will have an effect upon you at the end of your day. Do good, and good things will happen. Change your language, change the way you think. Changing the way you think will change your behavior. Remember, be good, and good things will come your way. Out of here. See ya.